Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Farm Manager World. So this is the third iteration of this game. They don't really seem to do a ton of maybe the graphics are a little bit better, but they seem to more just add more features in and then release it as a new game. This one's got a lot of new features, though, including the ability to do possibly multiplayer. Now, we don't know how that's going to look yet. Now, Taloa bought it, so I may actually, I shut my Discord down, but in a little bit I might hop in and we'll try to do some multiplayer. And then also they've added, well, right now there's two places in the world you can farm. You got Europe and Central America, which is interesting because Mike and I just started doing our Central America, South America farm on Farm Sim. So it's kind of funny to see a game that's doing the same thing that we've been doing. Well, anyway, but we have that. So we got multiplayer, single player. There's several different modes that we can go into. We're going to start off in sandbox mode, just so we can kind of look and see what the new industries are. There's old industries, there's new industries. And obviously we have lots of different settings that you can do when you go into sandbox. This is going to be test world. And whatever, this doesn't matter because we're not going to keep this. But we'll look at, I want to actually start with the Central American map because that's what's new. And then there is also an option in the single player campaign, or in the campaign, for an Asia map. Not there yet, though. It says coming soon, so it's not available yet. So I would say I'm thinking this is going to be early access. Let me check real quick. Yeah, so it is early access. And right now, this weekend, if you get it, it's $17.99. Or this week. It's Farm Game Week. Anyway, let's go back to here. And we're going to go to Central America, and let's take a start. And we're going to pause it right away and start looking through the menus. There's a lot to unpack here. Yeah, nearly the end of the dry season, perennial plants wake up from hibernation. Okay, we're going to pause it. So first of all, we have a Manor House. Where's the camera controls? Can I want to see if there's an angle. I don't think so. I think this is the only thing you can do. Hold on. Let me. Nope. Let me look at the controls real quick here. Hold on. That's neat. I don't remember them having that, but they probably did. You can look straight down or you can angle the camera up. Anyway, this is our starting villa. There's two upgrades that you can do, and I'm not going to do them because we can't really afford them, but you can upgrade $50,000 for the first and $50,000 for the second, and it gives you a nice big parking spot for farm equipment and some other things. But this is your initial starter home, and it's pretty neat. So this is the Brazilian one anyway. And they've given you land on both sides of the street for you to turn into a farm. As you make fields and stuff, the trees will get chopped down, so don't be too worried about trees. There really aren't any underground resources or anything like that, like a Sim City game, so that's pretty easy. You can create all kinds of fields, and then you decide what to plant, and we're going to look at all of that stuff. You can create roads, but you don't have to worry about water underground, but you do have to kind of worry about electricity. Now, you can set this on or off in the sandbox mode. You can also set roads, but you do have to run electricity to near buildings. When you build them, if there's a problem, it'll show like a lightning bolt, and then you know that you need to move electricity nearby. I think let's see. You have to have a transformer every couple buildings or whatever to manage the electricity. So, and anyway, it's kind of interesting, but all right. So I think the two big things, obviously you're going to look at the different buildings. Let's look at the animals that they have. They've got beekeepers, which was a great way to make money in the original game. Hold on. Anyway, the new in the game, I think, is ostriches. I'm pretty sure that's a new crop, and it says you need training for that. We've got all kinds of other fowl that we can have, including, what is that? Is that a guinea? Oh, they got guineas. That's cool. Wait, come back. What did I do? Yeah, there's I can't move my mouse over to it. It's not letting me point. That's kind of frustrating. But, yeah, it's, well, not a crop, but a new animal. Yeah, they're a crop. But we have guinea fowl, it looks like, and that's going to be the bottom left animal. So you got chickens, 2 different kinds. You got rooster and chicken. Looks like a duck. You got geese, a guinea fowl, and a turkey. Thank you very much, Red Alpha. And everybody else. Hi, everyone. And then you have different coop sizes. So we have medium and large for those. Large ostrich. That's weird that the 3 chickens are together, the fowls, and then they're split here. Why would you do that? Here we have a fish farm. Wait, where did it go? There it is. Okay. We got a fish farm. This is kind of cool. 2 different types of fish. We've got a cow shed small. Got a pigsty small. And then mediums. And we have a llama, goat, and sheep building. And then a large pigsty. Oh, looks like you can do boar too, though. Look at there. See the wild boar? You need training, though. Of course. Because they'll kill you. Looks like we have deer, too. That's weird. In the bovine category, we have 2 different types of cows, maybe milk and meat, and then you have like a bovine or a deer. Not bovine. What do you call that? Venison. Interesting. Hey, they do multiply like crazy, so it'll be a good source of meat. And then these are just the bigger sheds. So those are our animals. We got a ton of different animal husbandry. You have a house for permanent employees. And then when you have like berries and stuff growing, you hire more people at harvest time. Plus, usually you don't start off with enough money for a harvester. So harvest actually happens by hand. Yeah. So you have to hire people to come in and pick. So you need 12. You can have 12 seasonal workers per small house, and 8 permanent workers. For like beekeepers, they go almost 24/7. So like I would have a permanent house, have your beekeepers, maybe your tractor operators, like the machinery operators, full time, and then for like berry pickers and stuff, I would use seasonal employees, and they're cheap. You do have to pay them a decent amount, but they do their jobs. So. Moving on to production, we have a silage pile. Obviously, we know what that's for. My wife is on Taylor again, timing him out. Moni, stop it. Here we have a biofuel. You can take corn and manure and turn it into biofuel. Oh my God, my daughter is now going, "Whoa." I don't think she's crying. I think she's just yelling. Sorry. Seeds and seedling production. Now, once again, for those who are on YouTube, this is a Twitch replay, so we're having fun. It's live. Crazy things happen. We will do like a professional YouTube video version of this, but I wanted to get this up there so there's something up there. I'll work on the nicer version hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday. Anyway, this is just a first look, sneak peek. What they've got going on here. All kinds of different seeds. This is neat. I think they had this in the last version, but it allows you to take your seedlings or your crops that you harvest and make your own seeds, which in the long run will save you some money. Now, it is $95,000. So it would be many years, but you can also sell them. That's the other thing. You can take them and you can make seedlings and then sell them. And you can make money selling them, too. So there's money in that. So you probably will make money back faster. Here we have a mill. Processes your different kinds of grains into flours. And it's showing you there the different bags. You got like wheat, barley, probably sorghum. And probably all have European names. Smokehouse. You can take those fish and pigs and chickens and meat and turn them. Oh, and even coffee beans there you can see down in the bottom. And that is where this map comes in, because we have that Brazilian map, so we're having some new... could you untime him out? Honey, we're having some new crops with the regions coming in, so that's kind of cool. We have a big slaughterhouse. So hang on. So meat production, I guess. You have to have training to build that, and both of these require training. Ugh. So, yeah, my wife. That's why these are all grayed out. We have to have training for all of these. Milk processing. You have all kinds of different cheeses. Fruit processing. So if you do your greenhouses properly, you can make jam. Look at how expensive that is, though. $380,000. Long time before you get to that point. But you can buy up all the land around you so you could have this giant mega farm. This is where multiplayer might come in, too. One of you could work on one type and someone else can work on something else. And you can pool your resources and get to a huge mega farm. Honey, stop it. Vegetable processing plant. Yep. So anyway, same thing as the fruit. We got fruits. That's going to come off trees. Veggies are going to come out of your greenhouse. We've got a bakery. Obviously, well, you know what that is. We have frozen food factory. You can take your berries and sell them frozen. That's a nice place because you can make a lot of money with this. Dang, it's expensive. Oil factory. There you go. And a food processing plant. Where that's expensive, but you can make all kinds of different foods. It looks like into like restaurant usable food. So you can become the next Cisco Foods if you want. Man. How's she doing, babe? She's up there screaming her head off. Sounds like she's not happy. We got silo, gas tank. These are all supply things for your farm. You will need some of these because you have to be able to store your grain, and you know, as you do harvest and stuff, you have to have some of these on your property. It only stores 5 tons. Ugh. That's for cereals, yeah. You can, if you have a cow pit, just like, yeah, she wasn't ready to get up. She was sound asleep. If you have cows, sheep, chickens, same thing. Well, not, actually, I think it's just the cows on this one, but maybe not. I'll have to look. But I think just for cows, they have this manure pit. And then just like farm sim, you have to place it near the cow pen, and it'll start working. So, no, she eats people food. But it's not a hungry thing. She was really hot when she woke up. It's pretty hot in the house because it's warm out. And she's just cranky. Okay. Barns. They're a specific type of warehouse. They hold fodder and oil plants. Anything that you need to feed your animals can go into the barn. And then the warehouse holds more. It has, let's see, it says ready meals, eggs, flour, meats, honey, milk, frozen foods, seeds, seedlings, fertilizer. Now, you have to be careful with the frozen foods. You still need a refrigerated building if you're going to keep them for any length of time. Oh, here's the new Farm Manager pack right here. We have a logistics building. This is actually pretty important. It gives your farmers access to trucks to move the stuff around. It's too bad it doesn't give you a boost like to your sales. But that's all the logistics crap stuff. 2 different garages. We have a parking lot and a farm barn. I wish they'd give you more of these, but there's just 2 available. This looks like a South American build, so we'll hop over into the other map too and take a look there and see if they have different ones. Yeah, it does. It's really good looking. Now, it has been for the last a couple iterations, though, so don't be fooled. The graphics are actually pretty good. It's not Farm Sim. It's a different kind of city builder, and I love it. It's actually a really fun game. I got some decorations, blah, 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 whatever. And finally, we have, these are some super important things. You got some, you got to do training. That's going to be frustrating. I don't like the fact that you have to train for every single thing in the game. That's going to be irritating because it takes time to train. Provides water access for field irrigation, and you're going to have to train in that because you got to have irrigation for your fields. Otherwise, people have to go out there with a bucket and hand water everything, and that's crap. Here we have greenhouses that we can build. These are super important. And then a large greenhouse, which is even more. They're expensive, but you can see they're not that bad. 5,000 and 7,000. These greenhouses are where you do your fruits. Now, I recommend that you do have them because then you can grow stuff year-round. And then you add like a frozen fruit factory or maybe the jam plant for the other fruits. But you need to grow strawberries and you need to grow all kinds of like different like expensive fruits and then turn them into jams. And you got a nice amount of money always coming in when you do that. It costs a lot to get into it first, But I found that having a farm with like 4 or 5 of these greenhouses really, really helps get started. So they are worth training for. Now, the smaller one you don't have to train for, so I would do like 4 of these. Gas station, self-explanatory. This is, I think, new in the game here. Veterinary clinic cures sick animals. Now, in the game, if you want to reproduce your livestock, you have to pay a vet to come out, and it's expensive. So they are called, if you guys remember, they are the inseminator. And the inseminator comes out to the farm and gets your farm animals to have babies. That's what they do. And so, yeah. And then the repair shop will make sure that your machines stay in fixed condition. Once again, I'm going to complain about the same thing here that I complain about in Farm Sim. If we're going to have a facility to repair vehicles that is this advanced, it should not cost you $50 a month to maintain, or maybe it should. I think this should also have income coming in, because you wouldn't just use that for yourself. All the neighboring farmers would probably come in and have you work on their tractors. This is a business, and so to me, this should be something that you do on the side. So hang on one second. So yeah, I feel like this should have some income anyway. That's just my opinion on it. Staff manager, my goodness, this is going to be, you have to kind of maintain your staff. You can train your staff kind of like Roller Coaster Tycoon and improve them, and then the better training they have, the better they're going to do at their jobs, and the more yield you're going to get from them. The other thing that makes it a little bit different is that each worker has different things that they're already good at, and they can't get any better necessarily, but they have certain things that they just are naturally proficient as, and you want to use those also as you decide what jobs they're going to have. So you might get somebody that's just naturally a good beekeeper, and it's best to use them as a beekeeper. We don't have a fields right now, so there's no field manager. We don't, basically, this is interesting. This is information about plants. Moo. Hi. Cow says moo. You can see here how much they go for. The seedlings are like 5,000 for 162. Maybe tells you how much they're worth right now. Estimated yield value, revenue. For what? For 4,500 kilograms? I mean, this is, why not go all by the same estimated yield size? I don't know. And maybe that's for like the greenhouses. Look at all these different things. So you can kind of go in here and figure out, this is the deep part of the game. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice if Farm Sim had something like this? It's a complete compendium. Yeah, it's even got this. Like, it's got the oats and millet and the field crops that you can grow. Let's see. And this will tell you your animal stats, how your production buildings are doing. There's nothing in any of these, so we might as well. C, warehouse manager, what you have in your warehouse. There's nothing right now. We have 0 of all of this. Don't quit blocking Tayloa. He's in chat, so he can just talk. Here's the training that you have to do. You got to pay for these.
From here.
That's right. Let me turn you up a little bit too. You're real quiet. There he is. Okay.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I can hear you good. He said he's not talking crap. He wasn't talking at all. You're like, what did I do?
I did say one thing in the chat.
Oh, I missed it.
That probably got her
riled.
I deserved that last time out, to be fair.
All right, so you have all these different trainings that you have to do. Oh my God, look at all this. At least it's better organized. In the old game, it was over on the side in this big mess of training that was not broken down at all. Now we actually have it into different tabs, so you can kind of see what you need to train for. Oh my God, there's training for every single thing that you have to do. And it all costs money. It costs F, which is not normal money. So you must have to get these F points.
F is normal money.
Is it? Well, then what's the... See, I have... Oh, what is the red F then? Oh, that's income. Okay. Ah, I see.
That's
So
your
red.
daily income.
Okay, all right. So anyway, that's the training area. That's pretty neat. Hang on a second.
For slumlord situations. Yeah.
You have to keep them
Give 'em
happy
enough
too.
break.
Great. Hold on, I'll be right back. I got to help the boy for a second.
They're fine
So-
planting.
So once again, we have an orchard tractor, and it shows you that you can do plow, water tank, orchard sprinkler, orchard sprayer. Now you can use this tractor to actually orchard sprinkler. It's separate. Lily plow, little plow. The water tanker. Let's see what else we have. We have a tree planter and a box trailer. So, all right, mate. Then we have the Rega tractor. This can handle bigger equipment. That's a regular tractor. Dinner will be ready in 52 minutes, but don't. And then we have, let's see, and we have cultivator, spreader, plow, seeder. What does this do? It'll tell us. Well, we'll come back to that. Hang on. Sorry. We'll go through all the equipment. But that shows us this does a lot more equipment. And I think the Etos, let's see, this is 400. This is 500. So, and you got to have training because the bigger tractor. All right, we'll see you, Cameo.
Training for everything now.
Yeah, I'm not super happy about that. Yeah, and this can do, I think, a couple larger things. Let's see. Can the Rega do the potato harvester?
You also
Yeah.
can't buy organic seeds. It looks like you have to make them.
Oh.
Or something. I haven't figured that out yet.
Oh, thank you, honey. Okay, yeah, I probably would shoot for like 10 o'clock to be done then, maybe 9:30. Yeah, it looks like a Case Magnum. Yeah, except for it's purple. That could also be a Massey. Actually, that looks more like a Massey to me. That looks like a Massey. It's got the round tail lights and all these vents. And the grill. That's a Massey. These vents. That's a Massey thing. Okay, but yeah, this does a couple more things because you can see there's more options for this tractor. It's got a bigger cultivator, bigger plow. I don't think we can do those big. Yeah, you can't do the big plow and the cultivator with this. So that's the difference. And then we got a couple different harvesters. We got a forager, which is obviously making. You can take all of these and turn them into chaff for your cow feed. We've got a Xena combine and a larger Rodon.
Which you
So
also
it-
need training for.
Which you also need training for. Oh, God. Now, here's the thing that's interesting. I don't see... no, I don't want to eat and stream at the same time. I'll come up. It's fine. Because it's just going to be me chewing then. That's gross. This is frustrating because it doesn't... There's no coffee harvester. No grape. So it's going to be hand-picked is what that means.
Yep.
And then these are all the different headers for the different harvesters. And then now you can see the tools. We've got a tree planter, a round baler. Got an Esta cultivator, Rodon plow, transplanter, bale trailer for the round bales. Orchard sprinkler, water tanker. What is this for? Adequate soil humidity for even large fields. So you can water your fields. The problem is you got to drive over them, which will kill some of the crops. But that's how it is. You got a broadcast spreader, or what we call a fertilizer in many other games. But it is a broadcast spreader. I mean, that's technically what it is. We have a Rodon cultivator, seed drill, and this tells you the seed drill, it tells you what the crops are for it. You got all these different crops that you can plant with the seed drill. Well, you can do oranges and stuff with it. Peanuts. Oh, wow. There's some new crops in here.
There's a lot of new crops.
Coconuts? What? What the heck is carambola? The only muscles you work out. What's cassava? These are all going to be like probably European names for almond. There we go.
Well, we got European and Central American crops now, too.
Yeah, so peanuts probably would be, is that Central American? And red beans. Sugar cane. Oh, wow. This is overwhelming.
Carambola is like fruit. Cassava is kind of like sorghum, I think.
Okay. It's a root. Okay.
They have grapefruit.
That would make sense then. Central America. Peanuts being in Georgia would be
They
similar.
have limes now.
That's crazy. Liquid manure spreader. Manure spreader. Here's our seed drill. This is planting all the other millions of crops. Okay, less for the planter than for the seed drill than the point seed drill, or what we call a planter here in Farm Sim world. Yeah, trailer, potato planter, swather, which is a windrower. We have the mower, orchard sprayer. Your nickname high school was Peanuts? That's so funny. I didn't realize they grew them in Georgia. That's cool. Self-loading trailer. That's going to be for hay and straw and stuff like that if you don't use a baler. It all ends up going into your inventory. However, if you use a baler, it keeps it as bales. Duh. And then if you use the self-loading, it separates it out. Now, but you can still use those and serve them to your animals. Either one. Sprayers for the pesticide, herbicide, and fungicide. Usually you don't spray until after they get something, so you try to do it retroactively because you don't want to just spray everything unless you have to. And then last but not least, a potato harvesting combine. Yeah. Cool. And they're expensive, and you probably none of these need training. Imagine that. Thankfully. Fungicide. He's a fun guy. I think they still call it fungicide. I could be wrong about that, but and then once again, the marketplace where you can buy seeds, you can buy veggies. Let's say you have cows and you don't have any crops to feed them. You can come here and buy them. You can also sell, and you can also auto trade when the price goes to the highest. I think it waits until the price is past a certain point. But I usually sell by hand when the price is up. That's what I try to do. Man, there's a lot. There's a lot to this game. There already was a lot. Now it's even more complicated.
Yep.
Ooh, now they have a ground assessment tool, kind of like, what do you call that? The DLC that I never use. Anyone?
See.
Thank you. Precision Farming DLC is what I was trying to come up with there. And then you have letters from, like messages from farmers. Sometimes you get a message say, grow this many crops before this date. And if you can do it, then you get a bonus. It's a big bonus, actually. Basically, yeah, TR core sampling would be similar.
I did notice that. I don't know how to do that yet.
Layers, building type, staff, fields, happiness. Oh, yeah, I see that. Happiness. Nobody's happy on my farm. There's not even any people on my farm. Okay. So that would be the base of the game there. Let's take a look. I want to see really quick if the buildings look different in Europe. So let's take a look at some of these buildings real quick here again. Like I know La Maison Blanche, the little White House here, is not going to be the same for as the European one. Come on, get the builder's menu. Let's take a look. Just at these two, for example. I think they're probably all going to end up looking the same, except for like the garage will probably look different. But we'll see. So let's go ahead and open up a regular map, and then we'll try the multiplayer. That's Tayloa, by the way, if you're asking who that is. Single player campaign.
T to the A to the Y to the L.
To the... Wait, what?
What?
That's funny. You're like T to the A to the Y.
It's Tay.
Tay.
All right, I should probably back out of my game.
All right. Yeah, see, the house is different. Oh, but the roof is the same, and that's how they're going to get away with using the same other buildings. That's funny.
You went to the Central America map?
Yeah, we'll do Central. Oh, no, now the beekeeper hut is different here. All those other things are the same. Let's see real quick here.
Yeah. I'm on the Central America map, so yeah, that is way different.
These all look the same. Let's see if that garage was the same. The garage is the no. Wait a minute. No, that's the same. Okay. So just a few of the things are different. The beekeeper house is different. The fish farm has a different type of house on it. That's kind of neat, though, that they did that. I like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how multiplayer works. We'll be right back if you're watching on YouTube. So I've invited Tay, and he has connected. It says you're in Europe. You're going to be in Central America now. Okay, let's start the game. Can we see each other? This is the real thing here. I'm curious to see if this is just stupid and we just trade things, or if we actually are working on the same farm.
Near the end.
Where's Tay?
I see you.
Okay, so you're probably looking at the house, right?
Yep.
So if I do this, I'm going to put a road to the left side of the house that goes all the way there. Do you see a road now?
Nope.
Dang. So we must just trade stuff back and forth.
Let me go to the market and see. Oh, yeah. Now
What
I
is
see you. See, I see you in the market. So basically, it seems like we can play along with each other.
Okay, but not...
But not in the same instance. So, like, we're not... Like, you're somewhere else on the map. You have a different farm somewhere on the map.
Oh, is it on the same map?
Let me see. Buy more land so I can look out. Okay, no, I don't see you anywhere else on the map. So we basically...
if you do, where'd you do buy more land?
If you click on the house and hit buy more land, it shows you the whole map. But I don't see anything else on the map.
Oh, what a dud.
So, it's not as cool as it seems. But, like, you can basically play along and then grow different things and trade.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that's not as cool as...
Actually working, like either working together on the same farm, which would be... It can help because there's so much that goes on once the farm really gets going. Yeah. Boo.
Right?
Lame. Okay, well, it is what it is. One thing I didn't see was like a coffee production shop, but there's probably under production somewhere. Anyway, we'll figure that out. So, all right, so I think that pretty much does it for what I wanted to show the YouTube world. So for those of you on YouTube, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this really quick sneak peek. Like I said, we'll have something a little more professional in the next day or two where we delve into the game a bit, and I've played it a bit, but I haven't really played it enough to know more. But I wanted you guys to at least see what the options were. And what is she doing? There's somebody arriving at my house.
Same.
Anyway, have a good one, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you next time. Bye.